Okay, how to install a clutch. One of the number one things you'll need is this alignment dowel. This is what properly seats your clutch directly in the center, so that way it's not off to one side or the other. Now this is a twin disc, so you got to make sure that your plates are facing the correct way. I'm going to pick this up, insert our dowel. There we go. And this flywheel has little dowel pins on it that you've got to make sure you line up. There we go. Now, you got a dowel pin there, or a dowel pin there and a dowel pin there. And that lines that up properly. And then this keeps your actual clutch plate. Man, I should have worn gloves. Look at that. Look at that. Should have worn gloves. And that keeps your clutch plate where it needs to be. So that way we can install these. There we go. Now that we got everything all tightened up, this can come out, and that should stay right where it's at. Okay, so now that we have the clutch and flywheel mated back up to the engine, I'm really excited about this part. I've been needing this for a very long time, and now we have this. Look at it. Look at it. So of course this is a Tremec Magnum T56 trans. So it's very similar to the stock unit, except this one pretty much all the internals are a little thicker, heavier duty, thicker guide plates and shift forks. It's something to do with the synchros are designed for like no lift shifting, which is awesome because I was doing no lift shifting in the stock trans, but it's not made to do that. So it's like really hard to do no lift shifting in the stock trans. So this new one is a lot stronger. It's just made to be abused unlike the factory one, and it's made for no lift shifting. So I'm super excited to get this thing mated up. I kept my factory bell housing. And hopefully this lines up with it correctly. Pretty sure it does. Now I just don't know which way this goes. I think it's just like I have it here, maybe. I think so. Yeah, because starter goes on the passenger side, so I've got it setting correctly. All right, so I need to get this up in the air just a smidge, just a smidgen. There we go. Oh man, look at that. That just bolts right up. Man, I'm so excited about that. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? kind of weird to have one bolt left over. It's a little strange. Now the hard part is getting this beast up on here. I really need another person for this. But before I get it up there, I need to put the throwout bearing on it. Which is right here. I think that's 10. It is. There's our throwout bearing. Now, that's on there. Oh, wait a minute. That damn tire is right in the way. Alright guys, so as you can see, I did not get the trans mated up to the engine just yet. I really need to wait until somebody can come help me with it. It's just going to be a lot safer that way, not only for the transmission, but for my lower back. Not to mention, I've been out here working on Reaper for about 9 hours today. So I think it's just time to call it quits, get a bite to eat, get a shower, and hammer back on it just as soon as I can. But next video, stay tuned, because I will have those two mated together, and then they're going to go right in there. Right there. Right. They're going to go right in there. And get that mounted up. And then once that's mounted in and stuff and all bolted up, then I'm going to finish working on gutting the doors and getting making some carbon fiber panels for the doors. And then we're going to get started on welding in the front tubular frame, and then we're going to start on the 8-in-1 headers. Then we got to wire up the Holley ECU. Got a lot of work to do before No Name Nationals. But we're going to do it. We're going to make it. So, catch you guys later, and thanks for tuning in, guys. See you.